Welcome back to Tech Vibes. Today we're fixing a PS5 controller that won't charge. Place the PS5 controller on a clean flat table so everything is easy to see. Bring your PS5 console nearby and power it on normally. Take the charging cable that originally came with your PS5. Plug the USB end of the cable into the front USB port on the PS5. Now plug the other end into the PS5 controller's USB-C charging port. Look closely at the light bar on the PS5 controller to check for charging. If the PS5 controller does not show an orange pulse, it's not charging yet. Disconnect the cable from the PS5 controller. Inspect the PS5 controller's USB-C port for dust or debris. Use a soft, dry brush or clean toothpick to gently clear the PS5 controller's port. Make sure not to damage the PS5 controller's internal pins. Reconnect the cable to the PS5 controller again and check for the orange charging light. If still not charging, unplug the cable from the front port of the PS5. Move the cable to the rear USB port of the PS5 instead. Plug the cable back into the PS5 controller and check the charging light again. Some PS5 systems supply more stable power from the rear ports. If the PS5 controller still doesn't charge, remove the cable again. Try a different USB-C cable with the PS5. Make sure the new cable supports data and charging, not just power. Plug the new cable into the PS5 rear USB port. Then plug it into the PS5 controller and watch for the charging indicator. If it charges now, the original cable was faulty. If still no charging, press the small reset button on the back of the PS5 controller. Use a paperclip to gently press and hold the reset button for 5 seconds. After resetting, unplug the cable from both the PS5 and the PS5 controller. Wait 10 seconds to let the PS5 controller fully reset. Plug the cable back into the PS5 console. Then plug it back into the PS5 controller again. Look for the orange charging pulse again. If still no charging, turn the PS5 console fully off. Hold the PS button and power down the PS5 completely. Unplug the PS5 power cable from the outlet. Wait 60 seconds to reset PS5 power delivery. Plug the PS5 back into the outlet. Power the PS5 on normally. Now reconnect the cable to the PS5 controller. Check again for the charging light on the PS5 controller. If the PS5 controller still won't charge, disconnect it again. Now let's try charging the PS5 controller using a wall adapter. Use a standard phone charger adapter rated at least 5V1.5A. Plug the USB cable into the wall adapter instead of the PS5. Then plug it into the PS5 controller. Watch for the orange charging signal again. If the PS5 controller charges through the wall, the PS5 USB ports may be weak. If it still doesn't charge, try gently moving the PS5 controller's charging cable end. If the light flickers, the PS5 controller charging port may be loose. A loose port on the PS5 controller requires internal repair or replacement. But before we assume that, try one more deep reset. Turn the PS5 off again. Disconnect the cable from the PS5 controller. Hold the PS button on the PS5 controller for 10 seconds. Release it and wait a moment. Plug the cable back into the PS5. Then plug it into the PS5 controller again. Check again for the orange charging glow. If the PS5 controller finally charges, leave it connected for at least 30 minutes. If the PS5 controller still does not charge, the internal battery may be failing. At this point, replacing the PS5 controller battery is the most reliable fix. Thanks for watching Tech Vibes. I hope this helped. See you in the next guide.